the ESPN subscriber network to VFL football. Our match this week is the second last for the season. It's the preliminary final between Hawthorn and Carlton, with the winner to play Richmond next week in Australia's greatest football encounter, the VFL Grand Final. The match was played at VFL Park in Melbourne before a crowd of just over 61,000 fans. According to match officials, a little bit disappointing. The two competing sides, Carlton and Hawthorn, are very keen rivals, and there were a few scores to settle between the clubs, with the end result being a few scuffles breaking out before the ball was even bounced to start the match. Subsequently, the first half of the game was very, very rough indeed. Let's go now to the match. Carlton, known as the Blues, they're wearing the blue and white outfits. Hawthorn, the Hawks, are in the brown and gold. Commentators for the game, myself and Lou Richards, with special comments by Bob Skilton.
The siren goes to start the first quarter officially. We've already had a couple of fights. Let's see what happens here. Umpire Nash puts the ball down. Matthews roving, knocked away by Jones. Picked up for Hawthorn. Out it comes towards Russell Green. Green up towards half forward. Tucker's there. Gets clear. Play on, says the umpire. He tries to. Over to Payton. Wobbly punt kick up towards Brereton. He's marked. Here was the sensation of last week, and he may have done a knee.
I think he may be okay, Pete. I noticed they got McConville playing on Brereton because of a similar size.
There's a couple of interesting moves out there, Lou. Players are all over the place. In fact, Ken Hunter is in the centre of the ground. I think will probably eventually find himself with Buckenara. Austin wanting to be with Matthews. So it'll be interesting to see where they actually line up.
Rain falling as Brereton has a shot at goal. He's missed it, and it goes through for one behind. That's the first score of the match coming up at the 1 minute mark of the first term. Brereton still limping a little bit. Let's hope for Hawthorn's sake he's okay. Ball back into play. Not a long kick with the breeze. Hunter in front, can't mark. It's pretty slippery, as I mentioned. Polkinghorn. Bortolotto, a late inclusion. Bortolotto again, on to Sheldon. Sheldon, left centre wing. Oh, Bortolotto went for Polkinghorn, lined him up and missed him, and the mark taken down there for Hawthorn by Gary Ayres. Ayres at right half-back flank. And a 15-metre penalty against Alex Marcoux will bring him just up to the centre wing position. Ayres, a good player last week against North Melbourne. In front, Robertson. Free kick going Hawthorn's way. It will be taken by Ian Payton, right centre wing.
And Payton to take that free kick out there on that half-forward flank position. And the ball finally driven up there by Hawthorn, up there towards that forward pocket position. McConville takes the mark. A quick hand pass over now to Perovic. And with a big woof behind him out there towards Fitzpatrick. Punched away by Mew for the second time. The ball forced out by Klopp, but Mew's there again. He goes down, could get a free kick. Grabbed when or tripped when he didn't have the ball that time. I'll tell you what, Bob, it's going to be on for young and old here today. You can sense it, can't you?
Well, it's a knockout duel, Lou, and, well, that's the expression, isn't it?
Well, there's been a few knockouts already. Back it goes. Bortolotto interfered with. And, of course, Tuck and Bortolotto started off the game with a bit of a punch-up before the umpire even bounced the ball. Bortolotto with a hand pass out to Austin. Short pass again. McConville out there at a half-back. Decides to play on. Go for a short pass. It's okay, and a mark there to Marcoux. He's off like a flash. They've got to get that play on going. Back to Mayland, back to Marcoux again. Down there towards Sheldon, too long. Coming out now to meet it is Moore. It'll beat him, and the ball is out of bounds. The ball out of bounds in the forward pocket position for Carlton, about 30 metres around from their goal. Hawthorn 1 point to Carlton yet to score. It'll be a battle here today. You can bet your life on that one. Knocked out by Payton. Marcoux again goes to the ground. The umpire still calling play on. Finally, it comes out to Buckenara. Long hand pass, he said play on. As Moore stopped that time. Moore gets the kick out wide, and a good mark to Kennedy at half-back.
Kennedy left half-back flank, playing on Robert Pomp. He was named at full-back. They seldom line up where they're named. Robertson and Jones. Oh, Jones will be too tall. Robertson, good use of the body. Dool in for Carlton. Dool from the centre. Long to full forward. Fitzpatrick, no mark. Matthews is there. Play on, says the umpire. Hunter looking for a free kick. None forthcoming. And Carlton supporters predictably not happy with the decision. Then again, they don't like Matthews anyway. Bounce. Half forward for Carlton. Polkinghorn gets one behind the ear. He'll get the free kick. And Fitzpatrick giving away what we might term a professional free kick, or professional 15 metres. Allowing teammates downfield to pick up their players. He's got another one. That's 30. Now it's a play-on call from the umpire. Green. Russo. Right centre wing. Short pass to Robertson. Closely attended by Dool. Loveridge over the top. Finds Dool, though. Well caught. Play on again. Loveridge can't get it out. Good tackle by Bortolotto. Loveridge playing like a terrier. Gets the handball out eventually to Ablett. Bortolotto again. Tries to scoop it out. Tucker's there for Hawthorn. A free kick to Carlton. And it will be taken by Bortolotto, who's been at everything so far in the first quarter and before the siren started, of course. To left centre wing, Austin. Closely attended by Matthews. Onto Malin, the two M's. Malin, a shocking kick. It could come off, though. There's Ayres again, doing a great job in the back pocket onto Michael Tuck.
And Tuck is clear. Hurried kick, it falls short. Sheldon couldn't hold that mark. Back to Ablett. He copped one from Austin, but Austin's down. He hasn't moved over to Glasgow. It's a tough game. It's going to be fought out to the finish. Jones has grabbed. He fumbles. He copped one from Ablett. Are they going in? There's no big pardons. Austin still in the hands of the trainers. Oh, is this a tough one, Bob? I'm pleased we're sitting up here.
A lot more comfortable up here, Lou.
There, the ball back into play again. Flying high was Hunter before acceptance is picked up by Ayres. Doing a great job down there in the back pocket. In front is Payton. Got one that time from Bortolotto. In goes Polkingham. The ball forced out to Dool. He runs into trouble, but as usual gets it out. Finally out to Sheldon. A short pass. Punched away again, that time by O'Halloran. Tuck fumbles. That's most unlike him. He's grabbed. He pulled to the ground. And the umpire will ball it up around about. Trying to get Austin off the ground.
Marquezani ready to come on, but Austin going back on now.
Ball up round about the centre half forward area for Carlton. The ball knocked out towards Glasgow. Got a side push from Green that time, but the little fella with a ton of pace goes for the kick along the ground, and it's out of bounds. Out of bounds on Carlton's half forward line, about 65 metres around from their goal. Carlton yet to score. Hawthorn 1 point, and we're just over the 6-minute mark of the first quarter. Back it comes there to Payton. Had no trouble getting that one away. Back there to Bortolotto again, and Bortolotto takes the mark out there on the wing position. Of course, Carlton losing 2 players, Buckley and McClure, before the game started.
Bortolotto doing a good job so far. There's a free kick to Carlton, and Hunter applauds it. It's going to whom? Ditchburn taking it. Ditchburn centre half forward. Would be 50 metres out, but directly in front and kicking with a very, very strong southerly breeze here at VFL Park this afternoon. And he should be able to get the distance. A very accurate kick, certainly. Let's see how he goes with the shot. First goal of the day, if it's straight. It is. Goal to Carlton. No, it's not. It's a behind. The goal umpire didn't move, and it levels the scores at the 7-minute mark of the first quarter.
Ken Hunter to the forward pocket's probably the most interesting move for a lot of people.
And in the forward pocket, the mark taken by Payton. Now, surely he didn't go over the mark. Oh, fine attempt to mark by Kelvin Moore. Marku grab, not in possession. Picks the ball up again, has a shot at goal. Harms and Green. Harms out of bounds, though it will be a penalty kick to Hawthorn to be taken by Russell Green.
Is Harms playing on the wing, Bob, or a half forward?
It looks like half forward at this stage, Lou.
Kelvin Moore. Matthews can't trap the ball, goes to Tuck, or flicks out the hand pass. Mew wasn't ready for it. Free kick going Hawthorn's way. Tuck got one across the nose, and they're still being handed out by both sides. O'Halloran, good diving mark in front of Robert Clont. O'Halloran left centre wing, or just a little short of it, brings the ball in towards centre field. Buckenara, see Malin's on him at the moment. Down towards half forward. Chance for Dool. Really fumbles. Brings it out wide, looking for Clomp, and finds him. Clomp, right half-back flank. Play on, says the umpire. Clomp does. He's got plenty of room. Delivers it down towards half-forward. O'Halloran spilt the mark. Chance for Carlton. Bazasto's in there. Ashman. Oh, fumbled. Good tackle. Ayres. Ashman shrugs it again. Goal coming up if he's straight. One behind. Carlton hit the lead by that margin. 2 behinds to 1.
Well, Bob, goals are hard to come by at the moment.
This is a lot of pressure on out there, Lou, and players at both sides at this stage not allowing anybody to break clear.
8.5 minutes gone of the first quarter, the preliminary final of 1982. The ball coming down there to Sheldon over to Bortolotto. He's running into trouble, but good play. Gets there to Marku. Brilliant play that time. A shot for goal. He's dobbed it. It's a beautiful goal by Marku. So it's Carlton 1 goal, 2 8 points to Hawthorn 1 point.
Very, very low-scoring game at the park before what I would term a mediocre crowd. Knocked away by Jones and picked up by Ashman, who's caught very smartly. End result of all that being a free kick to Carlton for an incorrect tackle. Not a long kick by Ashman. Ayres and O'Halloran, and Ayres got one. Wallace and Ashman. Out it comes to Austin, who had the better of Matthews in the second quarter. Matthews did well in the first term. Almost a mark to Kilden Moore. A chance for Ditchburn. He's well shepherded over to Marku, who always plays well against Hawthorn, and he's put it through for a goal. No mistake about that. Marku putting it through for his second goal of the day, and Carlton regained the lead very smartly in the third quarter. 3-11 to 3-9.
That's the goal that Carlton wanted to give themselves a spur in this quarter, Bob.
Yes, and Alex Marku has been one of the consistent players on the ground. Well, as Peter mentioned earlier, he seems to save his very good game for Hawthorn.
Carlton leading by 2 points. What will they do in the third quarter to Hawthorn, as they've done twice in the third terms earlier this year? Ashman's kick, short, not 10 metres. A chance for Matthews, picked up beautifully by the Hawthorn skipper. A short pass. Good try by Buckenara. Carlton defence standing firm. Dool comes in to assist English. A free kick. No, it will be a ball up, says umpire Peter Cameron, about 30 metres from the Hawthorn goal.
Well, a chance for Hawthorn to come back here now. Buckenara fumbled that time. The ball back there, knocked out by Jones. Punched away by McConville. Buckenara's grabbed. He tries to get out of the pack. Maybe a bit too high. I think they've got him on the shoulder, so a chance to put the Hawks back in front again. He's only about, let me see, about 15 metres out from goal on a slight angle. Well, that was a bit of a touchy one, that free kick. Let's see the thing in replay. Oh, he's got him on the shoulder, but very lightly, Dill.
So I don't know whether I would have played it.
No, a bit lucky that time, Buckenara, so a chance to put the Hawks back in front from about 15 metres out. Usually a pretty good shot for goal. I think he may have missed that. Well, there's a shocking miss by Buckenara. And they're the sort of misses that lose games for you, particularly finals. 3-10-28. Hawthorn to Carlton, 3-11-29. A point the difference. In one of the lowest scoring preliminary finals we've seen for a long time. The ball back into play again. Good mark to Jones that time. A very good mark indeed out there at half-back. Kick by Jones is not a great kick, doesn't cover a great deal of distance. Punched away by O'Halloran, picked up by Fitzpatrick over to Marku. Another hand pass to Austin. He's clear. He'll go for a long kick to send him deep into attack, but it's off the side of his boot. A chance for Moore to pick this one up. Can't get there in time, and the ball is out of bounds down there in the forward pocket position for Carlton, only about 5 metres around from their goal. So they've got a chance to score again here, the Blues. Already kicked one goal in this third quarter, just over the 3-minute mark. It'll be Payton and Fitzpatrick to go for the knockout. Fitzpatrick got it out to Marku. Another goal coming up to Marku for sure, I would say. Yes, he's dobbed that one through for another goal to pay Marku. So it's 4 goals, 11-35, Carlton. Marku doing the damage. 3 goals, 10-28 Hawthorn.
It's a good piece of roving by Marku. Full credit there to Fitzpatrick for getting the ball down in the right direction. Marku tapping the ball on and going after it again. And couldn't quite gain possession when he would have liked to, but screwing the ball over the shoulder. And well, we did mention at half-time, they're the vital moments.
35-28. Once again, Carlton doing it to Hawthorn in the third quarter. That really is their jinx term against the Blues. Hawthorn. Robertson taking that mark. Wallace and Sheldon. Goad. Dool. 15-metre penalty, it would have to be. Now it's a play-on call. Carlton have possession through English, or they did have. Loveridge, it's a free kick.
That was a vital miss by Buckenara just a moment ago by that shot for goal.
Jones
and
fumbles.
And it really has made a difference to the complex of the game.
Wallace can't get it out, and umpire Nash will ball it up. Left half forward for Hawthorn. Carlton looking a lot better in this third quarter. Thumped away by Jones. Picked up by Austin, doing a great job for Carlton. Wallace can't gain possession. Now he does. Over to Goad. Beautiful walk around Bortolotto. Tucker's been quiet. Perovic and Byrne. Byrne hasn't had a touch today. Hunter in the goal square. Gives it to English. I think that's about English's first kick for the afternoon. Goad, clear, well shepherded, a shot at goal. Goal! He's got it. So Hawthorn answer. 4-11 to 4-10. Once again, 1 point the difference.
Well, that's put them back in business again because you've got to stop this Carlton mob. It's been a hoodoo as we watch this in replay again, Bob.
As English puts the ball back and Goad, well, Alan Goad, a very handy player, and he was being told there by his teammates. The value of talking, they told Goad he was clear to steady.
1 point the difference at the 6-minute mark of the third quarter. Knocked away from Tucky, has a second chance, picks it up wide of the circle, up towards half forward again. Bounce doesn't favour Carlton, but McConville could back up okay. He does. Beautifully done, Peter McConville. The hand pass, intended for Perovic, but he lost sight of it. Byrne to Green, chips in the short one. Mark taken by Goad, who thought about playing on, but I think wisely went back.
Don't tell me going to play on now. Goad about, let me see, no more than 15 metres out.
As from there, you should have a shot, Lou.
My word, and he's very hesitant. Now he's going back to steady. And, of course, if he kicks this goal, it'll put him 5 points in front of Goad. Goad fires. And that is a goal. That's goal number 2 to go. So the Hawks are at the front. 5 goals, 10-40 to Carlton, 4-11-35.
So I can't help having the feeling here that one side or the other is going to get the break. And, you know, I think the fact that Hawthorn have answered those 2 goals by Carlton would certainly give them a tremendous boost as far as their mental approach from this very moment.
Very handy player coming on the ground, Goad, kicking 2 goals in this third quarter. From that half-forward flank. There we go again. Knocked out by Payton over to Matthews. Try to get a kick. In comes Aspen. Takes the ball away from the centre to drive Carlton back into attack again. Well, beats about 5 of them that time. Moore missed the tap out. Finally it comes back to Marcoux. A hand pass back to Fitzpatrick. And have a snap at the goals. The distance could be a bit far. A chance for Moore and Ditchburn. Moore on the front posse. And the umpire's going to play the mark to him. Could have been a free kick on the back of the neck too. Doesn't hesitate more, a very experienced player out the top. This is the bloke that Hawthorn want to fire. He's been a little bit quiet today. Kicks the ball back out there looking for Robertson. Couldn't hold that one. Picked up by Matthews. Oh, well tackled by Austin and dropping the ball. Well, Austin's had the better of him since the first quarter. Doing a marvellous job. Kicked by Austin. It's a funny old kick, but it gathers a bit of distance up there in front. Moore couldn't hold the mark. Knocked out to Bazusto. Kicks the ball along the ground. Out it comes to Mew. A hand pass over to Rodney Eade. You see Tuck give Bazusto one to go on with to a short pass to Payton. And the big fellas grabbed the mark. Another hand pass to Wallace. Wallace with a short pass. It's not a bad one. It's turned out all right over to Green. Green's got tripped actually. The umpire didn't pay that free kick. Dill runs into trouble out to Marcoux. Well tackled by Wallace. My golly, this umpire letting things go out there at the moment. There must have been 38 free kicks there.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
So it'll be a centre bounce. A bounce between centre half forward and centre field for Hawthorn. Marcoux again is grabbed. Umpire still calling play as Matthews comes in. Matthews balks, comes back onto the right boot to drive it up there looking for the big fella. Buckenara has got it. Oh, there's a chance for the Hawks to go further ahead. He missed an easier one than this before.
That was a gutsy mark, that.
Yes, a gutsy mark by Buckenara. He's been a great asset since coming from West Australia. He nearly got Perovic.
Yes, the only time that he ducked out of the way was after he had that ball firmly in his hands. He had his eyes on the ball right throughout, but an absolutely vital kick after he missed that previous one.
Well, let's see whether they can kick this one to put him further ahead. A kick by Buckenara. Off target again. That's 2 he's missed.
It's 3 so far that Buckenara has for the day.
Well, that's not good enough. 4-11-35 Carlton to Hawthorn 5-11-41. A difference of 6 points. The ball back into play again. Punched away by Payton. Grabbed by Kennedy. A hand pass. A wild one. Looking out there for Buckenara again. Kicked off the ground by Dool. I think it was an accident. Finally back to Marcoux. He's having plenty of trouble picking it up. He's put Perovic under pressure now. And back it goes. There's Kennedy going for a goal. He's got it back to Buckenara. In trouble. Over it goes now. A chance for Wallace. A snap for goal. And it's a point again. Are they giving away plenty of chances, Hawthorn? So it's 4-11-35 Carlton to Hawthorn 5-12-42.
Change being made for Carlton. Jones off the ground, limping seemingly, but he always runs like that, doesn't he? Wow. Maybe Clark will come on. O'Halloran and Fitzpatrick clash. There's no love lost between those two today, believe me. Bortolotto and Tuck. Centre wing. Hawthorn. Tuck. Green. Well caught. Dropped the ball. Play on, says the umpire. Matthews has a chance. Doyle is there with him. Austin, his shadow, likewise. He's got to beat 3. Does. Buckenara to go. He's kicked 2. Well smothered. And there's the ubiquitous Marcoux, who, as I said, always turns it on against Hawthorn. So too is Curly Austin today, playing a great game against Matthews. Centre wing. Payton doing it like a rover. Puts it up high. They're the ones you hate. Russo on towards Chris Mew. Up to half forward. Kennedy and Hunter. Plenty of Carlton players there, but it's knocked on by Goad. Chance for Marcoux again. And it will be a ball up by Giers. There's some untidy stuff out there, but plenty of pressure, some good tackling. And I'll tell you what, there'll be a few sore players tonight. Ball up, half forward for Hawthorn. Fitzpatrick and Byrne. Dool. Oops-a-daisy. Whose is that one to?
Oh, Matthews, is he going to play the free kick?
It'll be a free kick, Lou.
Oh, I think he ducked his head. He could have been a bit lucky that time.
I would be inclined to agree with you, but let's have a look at it on the replay if we can. If not before the kick, then after. Let's watch it in replay.
What did the Carlton player do here? Look.
Yeah, well, Matthews was down over the ball, though, and the rule says if you hit it in the head when he's going for the ball.
Well, Buckenara missed one from here not 2 minutes back. What will the skipper do? That looks a little closer. No, it's not. It's the other side. So if Hawthorn lose this game today, maybe they can blame themselves. 5-13 to 4-11. Although Carlton's conversion rate, Lou, isn't much better.
Not much better as the ball. A short pass out there, a mark to do. Buckenara goes after the 2 number 11s. They're into it again. Look at them. Oh, there they go, the 2, and a nice little wrestling match going on, Bob. Of course, you wouldn't like this being a triple Brownlow medalist.
It was good play by Buckenara there because he realised that he was 1 out against 2 with Perovic coming down for the hand pass. So what I might term an educated 15-metre penalty.
That's a 30-metre penalty, isn't it?
Well, it's about a 60-metre penalty. Buckenara coming right up there to half back. The ball out there towards the wing position now. Robertson gave Marcazani one to go on with there in the back, but it's out of bounds now up towards Carlton's half-forward line. Well, 5-13. The Hawks having plenty of chances this third quarter. 43 points to 35 Carlton. A difference of 8 points. Alan Jeans there on the boundary line now. He's an old-fashioned coach. Doesn't go up there in the coach's box. Umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to Fitzpatrick. Payton doing a pretty good job on the ruck so far too for Hawthorn. O'Halloran in front, doesn't hold the mark in, goes more, kicks it off the ground. Out it comes now. There we see going after this Hunter in the front position, can't get clear. Backing up well as Kennedy. Oh, look at that for scrambly play. The umpire's going to ball it up. Still on Carlton's half-forward line. 4-11 Carlton, Hawthorn 5-13, but they wish they were 15. Bortolotto. Umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to Tuck. They started off the game and has very good friends before they even bounced the ball they were boxing on.
Just after the national anthem.
Yeah, could have either been reported as the ball's kicked back by Tuck towards the wing position now. Punched out by Fitzpatrick. And the ball is out of bounds on the centre wing position, and we're at the just on the 14-minute mark of this, the third quarter of the 1982 preliminary final, coming to you live through Channel 7.
And a real tough one it is too. Payton goes on the seat of his pants. Austin, Marcoux. He's got to be close to best on the ground. Bounce favours Carlton. Dixburn, snap at goal, is true. That's a goal. First, 7's big league, 5-13 to 5-11. After that goal to Ross Dixburn, which he did very easily. Knocked down to Russell Green. Green up to half forward for Hawthorn. Matthews and Austin. McConville late on the scene. Claims the mark, but not paid. Over to Hunter. Over to Marcoux. He is everywhere. There must be 3 Marcouxs. 3 number 34s. Kick number 14 for Marcoux. On to Sheldon. Sheldon from right centre wing. Carlton looking a little bit better now. Robertson and Marcazani. Kelvin Moore well out from the goal square. Gets caught. No, he doesn't. Good twisting and turning by the fullback. Hawthorn. Fitzpatrick at the back. Mew. Well smothered. Green again. Marcazani looking for a free kick. Payton. And English well tackled by Wallace. No, in the back says umpire Nash, and a free kick.
Free kick to English. Out there for one in the back. English out there towards the wing position, drives the ball over centre half forward now, and it's a mark to Ditchburn. Going to go for a short pass. Oh, it's not too good up there to Ashman's got a chance to get clear. Oh, he nearly copped one that time. Goes for a hand pass. Back there to Clark. It's a snap. It's a goal. And they've hit the front, Carlton. So it's 6 goals, 11-47. Carlton, Hawthorn, 5-13, 43.
David Clark having that happy knack, as I think he's had right throughout his whole career, of just being in the right place at the right time. Doesn't look a classical player, but certainly effective, and a very, very nice piece of football.
And the umpire
Cameron running down for some reason.
Speaking to the Carlton trainer, who seems to be acting in the capacity as a runner. And he's being sent very swiftly off the field with that wet towel that seems to bob up everywhere. 4 points the difference in favour of Carlton, and they lead 47-43.
16 and a half minutes gone of the third quarter. Fitzpatrick gives a hefty knockout down there to centre half forward, punched away by Hawthorn. There's English going back into attack again. Up there towards the forward pocket, but Moore's in the right spot and takes the mark down there in the back pocket. The Blues are in front by 4 points. It's been one of the toughest preliminary finals we've seen for a long time. Neither side giving in at the moment. That'll be a mark at English, a good mark over the top of Big Burn, a bad hand pass back to Glasgow, but English goes in again, still can't pick it up. Burn gets the ball back to Russo, finally picked up on the boundary line by Little Loveridge, shows a ton of pace to try and get it up to Kennedy, touched that time by Hunter, coming in to meet it now is Sheldon out there at half-back, doesn't know where to go, but he finally gets it back to Sheldon, and they'll get it clear now. I've got Sheldon, Hunter I should say, as the ball is driven up there, punched away by New. Fitzpatrick spins out of the pack with a good hand pass over to Little Glasgow, back to English again, and the Blues go back into attack with Marquezani's paying the mark. Golly, I don't tell you what he held up for about a second and a half. So it'll be a mark to Marquezani, and he'd be about 45 metres out from goal. Kick by Marquezani, it's a long kick, and I think it's come around now. It's 1 point. So it's the Blues now, 6 goals, 12-48 to Carlton, 5-13-43. 18 minutes gone of this, the third quarter.
Hawthorn to the members stand flank. It's 2-on-1 in favour of Carlton here. Eade out in the end for Hawthorn over the top of Glascott to Wallace. Eade and Glascott boxing on. Points decision to the Carlton man, I think. Goad has the ball. Football continues with a 15-metre penalty. That's a good 30-metre penalty. Elected by real mistake from these two umpires, I tell you. Wallace, McConville. Out to Bordelotto. Both teams claiming free kicks, and there is one being played. It's going Hawthorn's way. He might have been out on the full as Tuck takes the free kick. Matthews and Austin. Austin again. Things not running Lethal's way. Beautiful pass, Fitzpatrick. Perovic. Moore, O'Halloran and Ditchburn. Waiting down is David Clark. Here comes goal number 2 for the extra long player. And Carlton go further ahead. 7-13. 7-12, 54 to 5-13, 43. Once again, Carlton's third quarter doing the damage.
Well, Bob, I noticed too that those Hawthorn defenders not talking too much amongst themselves either. Look at them, 2 of them there.
Yes, it was a case of the 2 Hawthorn players up, and it is probably Carlton, a very good move by Carlton to put David Clark in the forward pocket, because they were not getting anywhere with the 2 big players down there.
11 points the difference in favour of Carlton, 54 to 43.
Just on the 20-minute mark of the third quarter, Austin again trying to get out of the pack. He finally does. He played a great game today. It's a bad kick. It goes over there to where Eade and Hawthorn go back into attack again. Bordelotto in front, couldn't hold the mark. Tuck can't pick it up either. In comes Bordelotto again, but the umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to English down there at half-back. Things are starting to run Carlton's way at the moment. Over to Mark Q, and what a great player this fellow's been. Mark Q's kick is over the half-forward line now. Coming out to meet it is Clark again, already kicked 2 goals for this quarter. Picked up by Mew. The ball driven back there towards Russo. Couldn't hold the mark. Tries to scoop it out again. Back to Austin. They're all having a bit of a dip. There's Matthews. Oh, he's grabbed by the leg. Austin won't let him get away. At least he stopped him. He's had a tough time trying to get away from Austin today, Matthews. There's English starting to come into his own this third quarter. A hand pass to Fitzpatrick. Walks and gets away that time from Big Burn. He's had a quiet day as the ball is finally driven up over the half-forward line. Punched away again. A chance for Matthews to pick it on. Taps it out to Robertson on his own. A left foot kick out wide. There's a bit of a race now between Polkinghorne. It bounces right for him to give a hand pass to Rodney Eade. He runs into a bit of trouble. That's a gutsy bit of play on the part of Eade. It's only got a bounce right. It does. He picked it up beautifully. Tries to get it down there to Buckenara with the two number 11s together. He's got one in the back. No, he said play on. As the ball is finally picked up by Perovic. And the ball cleared away again. I thought there was a push in the back, but the umpire didn't think so. Down goes Bazasto. Oh, going in that time was Little Loveridge. Showed a ton of guts that time. He goes in again. And the umpire's going to ball it up and centre half forward. Hey, golly, I'm pleased I'm sitting.
A lack of decision, that one, because there's no doubt that it was in the back to Buckenara, but we find the ball again at centre half back.
Up we go again. There's Byrne trying to push it out to Loveridge. A hand pass coming out to Green. Hawthorn go back into attack. Punched away by Payton. Buckenara. He's grabbed by Yadul. Are they having a tussle? The umpire said hold the ball against him. I bet he held one off the ground, and Brereton looks as though he... Ablett on the ground.
Dool, in cross ground. Looking for Bazasto. Russo beats him. Holding the ball or in the back? Neither, says umpire Peter Cameron. Ball up. Right half forward for Hawthorn. Carlton getting their run-on game going in this quarter. Looking the better side. Knocked away by Bordelotto. Fisted further forward again. The chances for Wallace. Glascott late on the scene. Wallace's short pass just inside the boundary line. Scooped away from Matthews again by Curly Austin. Out of bounds. Nearly in Hawthorn's right forward pocket.
Done a marvellous job on Matthews, Austin, Bob.
He has, Lou. That move by Hawthorn, obviously the worry of O'Halloran against David Clark. The 2 goals to David Clark, as we mentioned earlier, the mobility of Clark across that forward line, and now David Polkinghorne having the task of curbing David Clark.
And will do a good job on him too. So boundary throw in, forward pocket for Hawthorn. 22, nearly 23 minutes got in his third quarter, which has certainly been Carlton's. Green, the chance, hits it straight to Ashman. Ashman says thank you very much. Centre wing, Harms and Ablett. Ablett going the wrong way. Free kick to Carlton. And a 15-metre penalty it will be, will it? Harms has the free. Right centre wing, long kick. Richburn and Kelvin Moore, Eade and Bazasto. Polkinghorne is there for Hawthorn to Wallace. Hawthorn breaking down across the half-forward line though. Tuck has the chance on centre wing. And to Byrne. Hasn't had a kick so far in the match and won't get one here. He's gone for the handball to Richard Loveridge. Oh, that was not a good handball to Payton, who has covered. Well played, Ian Payton. He plays on. Out of bounds on the fall, but it was not a good piece of handball, Bob.
He should have given the hand pass on again to Buckenara, but nonetheless you can't be critical of players in those circumstances.
Waiting at the back is Russo, who had a brilliant first half. English and Dool with Loveridge, who was bad when he didn't have the ball. Oh, if you don't mind.
Well, I'll go along with you, Peter. Look, it stuck out a mile, that one, Bob, for Loveridge.
Well, everyone on the ground, Peter Cameron.
The ball knocked out that time by Payton. Back to Austin. Ball pushed to the ground. Perovic tries to get clear. And Austin going over the line. And the umpire said it's out of bounds, about 20 metres around from the Hawthorn goal. They're trailing by 11 points at the moment as we approach the 25-minute mark of this, the third quarter. And it's been a tough game today, believe you me. Well, actually, Fitzpatrick got it down. Byrne tries to spin it at the track. Pack runs into Austin. Tuck comes out. He's grabbed, and the umpire said he had no hope. It'll be another ball up in that forward pocket position. Still about 20 metres out from the Hawthorn goal. Well, Byrne got that back to Loveridge to snap for goal, but the little fella's off target and it's through for another point. So it's 10 points the difference. So Hawthorn still in there with a chance. They are kicking to the end. That's not favoured by the breeze, Bob.
Yes, the breeze certainly hasn't had any real impact on the game.
Ball back into play again. Out there towards the half-back on a chance for Ashman to mark. And does that pretty well there, short of half-back. Just over 25 minutes gone. Shouldn't imagine it'll be a long quarter because there hasn't been many goals scored. Finally off the top of the pack again. Backing up well as Mew. A hand pass back to Russo. One of Hawthorn's better players today. Centre half forward, a bit of a juggle goes on. Aspen's claiming that, but the umpire won't have a bar that. English had his hands to it too, and finally English backs up. Well, that's experience for you. Takes the ball away from the danger road. Dane, and going for the punch that time was Mew, and the ball is out of bounds.
Although I did say it hasn't had a real impact, Lou, there have been 9 goals scored to the end, which Carlton are kicking at the moment, and 3 at the other end. So maybe there is a big advantage.
Ball back again there to Eade. Marcuse there pretty close. Ayres and Eade messed each other up that time. This gave Clark a chance to have a snap at goal up there towards Ditchburn and Moore. Moore goes the punch and the ball is out of bounds in the forward pocket. Around about 10 metres around from the Carlton goal. There's 7:12:54 to Hawthorn 5:14:44. 26 and a half minutes just about.
Time on in the third quarter. Marcazani up from the back. Snap at goal, off target. Out of bounds, bouncing about half a metre inside the line, and so once again we'll see a boundary throw in Carlton's left forward pocket. Very cool conditions at VFL Park today. Knocked away by Ditchburn, picked up by Tuck. In front is Fitzpatrick, at the back is Byrne, both miss it. Glasscott for Carlton. The whistle has gone, and it will be a free kick to whom I'm not quite sure. Let's take a look.
Fitzpatrick.
Let's go to Fitzpatrick. Carlton skipper, left half forward, about 55 metres out from the goal. Torpedo punt kick, gets plenty of distance, in fact could even score. Too far off being a goal either. Beautiful kick. So maybe that breeze still favouring that in quite considerably, and that makes the difference now 11 points at VFL Park, 55-44. Kelvin Moore kicking the ball clear with hand and foot. Takes an extra 15 metres. Looking for Tuck. Fitzpatrick over the top, can't take the mark. Austin getting into the back of somebody who has possession of the ball down there. It is Michael Tuck, and we will see another ball up. Certainly had plenty of those today, and 15-metre penalties. Fitzpatrick and Byrne. One by Byrne. Wallace went down. Grab when not in possession, says umpire Nash. Terry Wallace takes the free kick, left half-back flank. Still Hawthorn breaking down across their half-forward line. McConville got high in the air, but can't be played the mark. Or will he? Yes, he has been. Peter McConville, short of right half forward. Torpedo punt kick covers plenty of distance, looking for Clark, possibly, who was in front. Kennett, Robertson gets legged, picked up by Ditchburn. That's a goal.
Oh, golly, was that a charity? That's how you like them, Bob. Dished out like that from the opposition, don't you?
8:13:61 to 5:14:44.
A poor piece of football by Colin Robertson there. You just cannot afford to let the ball go away as easily as that. Even though he was tackled, the ball went straight there to the opposition, and Ditchburn, as we've witnessed on many occasions, you just cannot afford to give him opportunities near goal.
61-44 in favour of Carlton. A good third term. We're in time on.
Just on the 29-minute mark, 17 points to difference. Austin's grabbed there, but gets the ball out. The umpire said he had no hope. It'll be a ball up towards Hawthorn's centre half-forward position. The Hawks badly leading a goal to end this quarter. The Blues looking a lot better, but at least Hawthorn kicking against the breeze in this quarter. Kennedy with a hand pass out to Wallace. And the umpire said no hope again, and he'll ball it up around about centre half forward for Hawthorn. Well, they both missed that one. There's Matthews coming out of the pack, but couldn't get clear. One intercepted that time by McConville. Over to Austin. That's Matthews' shadow. The ball kicked back there towards centre half forward. Finally coming out of the pack with Clark with a hand pass, not a very good one. Bazzusto scooped it back. Umpire still called play on. Plenty of fumbling going on. Bazzusto again. Out to Malin. Well tackled and holding the ball. So it's a chance now for Ablett to go back into attack. He's at the centre half-back position. Both sides would be very tired up to this stage of the match. Payton couldn't hold that mark. Taking off the pack beautifully that time was English. Gets it out wide to Harms. Harms out there at half forward. Goes for the long kick. Well intercepted by Robertson, but he lost it. Now we see Harms losing it. Tapped away. There's the siren to end the third quarter. And Carlton 8 goals, 13-61. To Hawthorn 5 goals, 14-44.
At VFL Park with Carlton holding what appears to be a match-winning lead in a low-scoring game, 8-13 to 5-14. They lead by 17 points, picked up by Fitzpatrick from the centre bounce towards half-forward, and Marku, a brilliant player for Carlton today. A long way from goal. Two Hawthorn players maybe spoil each other. Scooped out to Busasto, who's been quiet. That's a goal! Carlton, 4 goals ahead. Well, they didn't waste any time at the start of the third quarter. They got a goal within a minute, and they've repeated the dose here in the final term. Match-winning lead, it would appear, 67 to 44. Here it is in replay.
Once again on replay, as we saw Ditchburn making position in the front, taps the ball down, goes after it again, a quick hand pass across to Busasto, and the rest is history. The arms of Peter Busasto tell exactly what it is.
23 points the difference now, with Carlton well and truly in command of this match. It looks like Carlton and Richmond for the flag next week. Knocked away by Fitzpatrick twice. Busasto, who's been well held all day. 3 kicks only. Here's Wayne Harms. Carlton had their tails up, really. Up to full forward. Moore and Ditchburn. Ditchburn, no mark. Out of bounds. And it will be thrown in Carlton's left forward pocket. Minute and a half gone in the final quarter. Over 61,000 here this afternoon. Ruck duels. Over the top, Kelvin Moore. Malin caught. And umpire Neville Nash has decided on the bounce.
Well, that goal coming from Busasto, well, that could be the killer goal.
Just from again, a psychological point of view, and it's so vital when you kick that first goal, and particularly so quick after the start of the quarter.
There's the ball knocked on by Eade again out there towards Wallace. Aspen fumble. This allows Mail, and he goes down. I think he was grabbed by the leg. Wallace goes after. He might have got him too high. He has. And a chance now for Carlton to score again. He'd be about 50 metres out from goal. They're running hot at the moment, the Blues. There's a long kick up there towards the full forward position. Off the top of the pack, but the umpire's found a free kick against Clark. It'll go to Polkinghorne down there at full back. The Blues are 67 points to Hawthorn 44 points. Difference of 23 points. And that's a pretty good lead considering we've got such a low scoring game here today. 15-metre penalty to Polkinghorne. The ball over the half-back line, flying high. They're spoiling each other. Too many players to Hawthorn flying as Dill coming down from the half-back line is out there at half-forward, but the ball's over the line. At least he's carted it all the way down there for them.
Yes, and just harking back to Bruce Dill's first term, Lou, he really did hold Hawthorn out quite often in that first quarter.
Certainly did, Bob, and I've just noticed there, as I mentioned before, Hawthorn have been flying like 2 or 3 players together, and you've got to have one standing down all the time when you've got so many good players scanning the pack for Carlton. The ball up out there at half-forward. Fitzpatrick against Payton. Fitzpatrick gets it out again. A bit of juggling going on. Payton again on the boundary line. A hand pass, not a good one. Tapped out by Dood. It'll be out of bounds on that centre wing position. So still a chance for Carlton to go deep into attack. And they look a little bit stronger at the moment than Hawthorn, but a long way to go yet. Into this quarter by about 3.5 minutes. And they've got a lead of 23 points. Knocked out by Payton. He's battled pretty hard on the ruck all day. Dill's grabbed. Umpire said he didn't have the ball, rightly so, and he'll take the free kick out there on that wing position. One of the most marvellous players we've seen play league football for many years, this guy. And Busasto, as he started, partner fell over that time. Eve takes an easy mark. Busasto, a quiet player, as the ball finally goes up to Ditchburn. Knocked away by Moore. Picked up by Clark. A shot towards Marcazani, trying to take the mark. Punches the ball again, and out it comes to Tuck, and he takes it away from the danger zone.
Tuck short pass and taken by Wallace at centre half back, and that will be another 15-metre penalty. A professional 15-metre penalty given away by Glascott. Another one. Well, they're getting it there. If they keep doing that, they'll gradually get it up to the forward line.
It's up in the car park.
That's right. So umpire Neville Nash indicating where the new marker will be. 5 minutes gone, final term. Carlton well in front. Hawthorn only 5 goals for the day. A lacklustre forward line display, certainly. Byrne and Perovic. Knocked away by Perovic. That's not a mark. Wishful thinking there. A snap at goal off target, one behind. It's been the story of their kicking. 5:15 to 9:13. Sevens big league, VFL Park. Has Michael Byrne had a kick today? Two. Two kicks and two behind, resulting from that. English to half-back. Fitzpatrick can't take the mark. It's knocked on. Malin has the chance and the run. Font. Handball back to Malin. Over the top to Bortolotto, a late inclusion, replacing McClure. Did a good job in the first quarter too. Holding the ball, no play on, says the umpire. They do. Polkinghorne, no, not Polkinghorne, but Payton and Fitzpatrick looking for a free kick. And umpire Peter Cameron says no to either player. It will be a ball up, right centre wing. Knocked down by Payton, albeit not too far. Very scrambly play, most untidy, little skill. English to Tuck. Tuck to Mew. Good handball. Tuck wants to go on with it with Klomp. Thought better of the idea. Austin's down there with McConville, who goes the punch defensively towards the boundary line, and it will be a throw-in right forward pocket for Hawthorn, and only a few metres from the behind post. Hawthorn have had no one to kick to down there, with Byrne beaten, no centre half forward, and Austin well on top of Lee Matthews. Knocked away by Perovic. Marcoux, this player's been brilliant, holding the ball. No, holding the man.
He did hand pass.
He hand passed it, that's right. So Alex Marcoux, left back pocket for Carlton with the handball. 24 possessions for him. As I said, a brilliant player. The kick by English up towards centre wing. Glasgow has the chance. Gets offloaded by Terry Wallace. That was too high, and it will be a Carlton free kick.
I don't know about you, but I think Wallace looks pretty tired out there, and he hasn't been on the ground that long as the ball finally comes out to Mail. He's got a clear run, a half forward, and this looks pretty dangerous. He'll go for a hand pass to Klomp, in plenty of trouble here. Punched away by Robertson, and the umpire's set in the back. Well, what else could Robertson do there? Well, we'll ask Bob Skilton's opinion on that one in replay, Bob.
We'll watch it again there, and now, sure, he did touch him, but he punched the ball away. He made every attempt to go straight at the ball.
There's the kick now by Klomp up there towards the full forward position. Ditchburn flies. Ayres comes out of the pack, gives a hand pass over there to Rodney Eden, the back pocket. That's a bad kick. Out to Malin again. Well picked up by Buckenara. He runs back into Marcoux, and it's finally tapped out of bounds. Had nowhere to go that time, Buckenara. 9 goals, 13-67, Carlton to Hawthorn, 5-15-45. Just on 7.5 minutes gone of this last quarter. Tuck virtually got the knockout. Malin again. These little men are starting to come into the game now. Up it goes out of the forward pocket. Ditchburn and Aspen spoil each other. In goes Moore. Couldn't get clear. Out it comes again to Marquezani. A snap for goal. But he's off target and through for 1 point. So they move to 9-14-68. Carlton to Hawthorn still 5-15-45. And remember that Hawthorn scoring rate down that other man. I think it's 9 goals something to 10-3. Ball back into play again by Moore out towards that half-back line. Off the top of the pack again. Robertson goes for a tap. Could have grabbed that one. Out to Goad under plenty of pressure now. A hand pass coming back to Russo. Russo's kick is a left footer out there towards that half-forward line. Payton comes out to meet it. It bounces right for the big fella. Goes for a short pass. Not a very good one. English gets under the ball. And going through is Bortolotto. He's grabbed by 3 Hawthorn players there, and the umpire's going to ball it up out there at half-forward. Well, 3 of them couldn't beat one guy, and he was lying on the ground that time.
Yes, his endeavour has been great right throughout the game, Bortolotto's.
The bounce again knocked out. The umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to Payton against Fitzpatrick. And Fitzpatrick's got that one pretty sweet. I don't know what he's doing there. Why didn't he go for a kick? And they put each other under pressure that time. Fielding's playing the part of Payton. And the umpire said it'll be a free kick to Bruce Dill against Buckenara for dropping the ball.
Dill to Hunter. Good mark. Hunter from centre field. Short pass to Bazasto. Hasn't done too much. She's done a good job on him. Ashman.
Hawthorn looking very ragged at the moment.
Very untidy. And a 15-metre penalty.
Looking very tired, Bob.
And this will put the nail right in the coffin when Ashman gets booed to this one, because it will mean Hawthorn need 5 goals to get in front, even if he doesn't kick a goal himself. So Rod Ashman, 12 metres out from goal, would have to fall over to miss. He doesn't. It's a goal. Carlton will be in the grand final. Robertson saying a few words to Ashman, and all Rod has to say is, look at the scoreboard, mate. And that tells the story, which is 10-14, 74 to 5-15, 45.
Yes, it's a rarity that you find a team with 20 minutes of play left being asked to kick as many goals to win a game as they've kicked in 3.5 quarters almost. And certainly Hawthorn not playing anywhere near well enough to, I think, be capable of doing that.
45 to 74, Hawthorn trail as the crowd starts to drift out of VFL Park. Umpire Peter Cameron puts the ball down. Fitzpatrick doesn't get that one away cleanly. Ablett is caught with the ball. And umpire Neville Nash deciding to ball it up. A bounce only a few metres from the circle.
More than a quarter, Pete, since Hawthorn has scored a goal.
And they don't look like scoring one. Payton and Fitzpatrick. One by Fitzy. Malin to English. Short to half forward for Carlton. Not going down the other end too often, I tell you. Ayres to Goad. Good mark in front of English, who's making sure that he can't play on. He kicked 2 goals in the third quarter. To Russo, who had a brilliant first half. Long kick by Russo. Up to full forward. Burner's there. No mark.
Free kick to him.
What was that for?
Grabbed him
On the shoulder.
On the shoulder after he went for the second grab, Pete.
Well, Byrne hasn't scored a goal today. Let's look at it again.
Yes, it was just certainly a free kick.
A chance for Hawthorn's first goal, as you pointed out, Bob Skilton, in more than a quarter of play. It will be their 6th if he can get it and make the difference just over 20 points. Oh, it's sneaked in, has it? Yes, just. Very, very close indeed. Michael Byrne, who brings up his first goal for the afternoon. 10-14, 74 to 6-15, 51.
Well, there's only 23 points in the difference, Bob. It's not an impossible task for them to win it, but at the moment they're not playing well enough, are they?
At this stage, they have to put 2 goals together very quickly. There can be no chance of Carlton getting time to answer it. Hawthorn really need to take the ball straight down again now and put another goal on the board.
23 points the difference, 74 to 51 after that goal to Michael Byrne. The final quarter in progress, just over 12 minutes.
Well, a bit of a scrimmage developing there, and the umpire will ball it up at centre field. 23 points the difference. Carlton in front, just over the 12-minute mark. So there's plenty of time for the Hawks if they're good enough. Would have to improve about 100%. There's Fitzpatrick, but the knock goes to Mew. Mew drives the ball back into attack. Out comes Dill. Lost sight of that one. In goes Matthews and Austin. He's got him. He can't get clear. Finally, it's Hunter getting a hand pass out to English. That back line standing out well at the moment. Now Carlton. English runs to centre half forward. Boots the ball up there to centre half forward for Carlton. A good mark taken there by E. It's Ayres. But the socks down. He looks pretty tired too. Ayres' kick is over centre half forward. 2 Carlton players spoil each other there, but Austin's got confidence today. He's had Matthews well covered. Gets it out to Mail and back to Austin again. Played a game and a half, this fellow, a veteran of many final matches too. And he stood up at the road, over to Klump, but he can't pick it up. Finally, Glaskett spins out of the pack, back to Klump again. A short pass, and Ditchburn's got the mark. And he'd only be about, let me see, 30 metres out from goal on a very slight angle, and already kicked 2 goals, Ditchburn. This will put him 29 points in front. We could just about say goodbye to Hawthorn, I would say, if he pops this one through. Dead-eye Ditchburn coming in from the shot. There's that camera behind the goal. And there's no doubt about that one, it's a goal. So it's 11 goals, 14, 80 points, Carlton to Hawthorn, 6-15, 51.
Hawthorn making a few moves to try and give them some sort of a lift. Russell Green down to the back pocket against Ashman. Ayres coming downfield, probably to go to a half-forward flank. And I think to no avail at the moment because they are, as you say, looking quite tired.
29 points the difference after that goal, 80 to 51.
A centre bounce again. Carlton trying to go on attack. That's Russo's kick is smothered by English. And they're really getting their confidence back now, Carlton. Ablett run into plenty of trouble. English tries to get one off the ground. He succeeds. Out it comes to Marquezani. He's attacked there by Robertson, but he gets clear. A hand pass coming back to Marcoux. Played a great game for the Blues. Loveridge goes for a kick off the ground. Got one from Harms, and there'll be a free kick to Loveridge on the centre wing position for Hawthorn.
Richard Loveridge, left centre wing. Short pass. Not a good one. Straight to Glascott, who has a smile from ear to ear. Short, right half forward. Pop. long way from goal. 75 to 80 metres. The way Carlton are kicking him, he just about put it in. Over the top, Moore. That's a good grab. Kelvin Moore over the top of Ditchburn, who today has scored 3 goals. Hawthorn trail by 29 points. Down to Ablett. Wobbly punt to half forward. Ayres. Short pass to Matthews, who can't grab it. A dirty day from Lethal Lee.
Free kick to Matthews.
Lee popping one a little bit too high. Right on the point of the nose, I think it was. Let's take a look at it in replay. Yes, from Big Val.
Well, he's had a very quiet day. He started off okay in the first quarter, Matthews, but since then Austin's had him well covered and become an attacking player himself, Bob.
Yes, he's been an exceptional.
14 to 7-15. Fitzpatrick in the ruck for Carlton. Not a clear tap away, but it's taken by Glasgow. Little short one to half forward. Chipping it as Clark over to Bazasto. Can't do much with it. Now he gets clear. Tries to pass. Could even be a goal. No, it won't be. Robertson, one hand to it on the line, through for one behind. And that makes the difference in even 4 goals, which looks a pretty impossible task at this stage of the quarter.
24 points the difference. 15-metre penalty for this kick-off now to Moore. So he should land this well over centre half. He's going out there towards the wings. I'll be going straight down the ground now for Hawthorn. There's a good mark to go. They played fairly well in that third quarter, kicking a couple of goals, but like a lot of Hawthorn players, from about halfway through the third quarter, they've faded out a bit. The kick by Goat is up there towards centre half forward now. Punched away by McConville that time. Back to little Marcoux, a hand pass coming out to English. And this fella's hit his strap since about half-time too. Over to Tuck, goes for the punch, looking for Russo. Finally mailing, threading his way through the pack beautifully. Another short pass out to Glasgow. Umpires call play on. He'll go for a run around the edge of the square this time. Short pass, and Aspen's got the mark. He plays on, he's grabbed, but still shrugs his opponent clear. Drives it up there, looking for Clark. Clark couldn't mark that one. Still goes after the ball. He's grabbed, gets a kick. It's going towards the goal, but it's off target and through for another point. So that could be a very helpful point, that one. It might put some 25 points in front. As the score, 82 points, Carlton to Hawthorn 57, as we wait now for the ball to come back into play. Short pass out to Loveridge, takes the mark down there a little short of the back pocket position. It's around Bazasto quite easily, goes for a short pass. It's a bad one, and a mark taken there by Hunter. Well, they're not looking too good at the moment, Hawthorn, Roberts.
No, they're certainly, they're winning the ball, but just putting it forward with hope rather than with any decisive play at all.
There's the kick by Hunter, down there towards the forward pocket position, Moore in front, and he'll get the free kick as well as the mark. Actually, Moore hasn't played a bad game, really, Bobby. He's kept Ditchburn down to, what, 3 goals?
This is certainly is not the Kelvin Moore that we've known in the past, but then again, that's putting a pretty high expectation on a player to expect Kelvin Moore to be as reliable as he has been over many, many years.
Ball out of bounds this time. It's on Hawthorn's half-forward line. It's about 70 metres around from their goal. They're 7:15 to Carlton 11:16. Approaching the 19-minute mark, so time's running out for the Hawks. Knocked away by Payton. Picked up by little Marcoux, the best little man on the ground, noted about that. Still going after the ball. The umpires found a free kick to Marcoux. Interfered with him and didn't have the ball, and Marcoux takes that free kick out there at half-back. Had a great game, this fellow, and I think you mentioned Peter always plays well against Carlton.
Against Hawthorn.
Hawthorn. He plays for Carlton. Flying high was Russo. A hand pass from Plump back to Bazasto. Over to English on the boundary line. Goes for his pass. It's a long one. A chance now from Mew. He's on his own out there at half-back. Kicks the ball back there to the wing position. That's a darn good mark to Ayres. It looks as though Ayres could be playing out there on the forward line. O'Halloran coming on the ground and Payton off the ground.
Ayres, right centre wing. Looks for Matthews. Austin's there with him. Wins out again. And out of bounds on the right half forward flank. So a little bit of interest going out of the game now as Carlton coast to a fairly easy victory. Fitzpatrick and Byrne. Down to Glasgow, who can't get clear. Big pack developing. Umpire Peter Cameron will bounce it. Byrne, high to Russo on the shoulder, says the umpire. So, insofar as Hawthorn is concerned, not too much has gone right this afternoon. Fitzpatrick from left half-back flank. Looking for Malin. Goes there with him in front. At the back was Klopp. close to the boundary line. In fact, it's gone over. We'll see a boundary throw in on the centre wing position. Carlton Grange Trust, Wes Lofton, David Parkin should be pretty happy. I'm sure they are. They'll tackle Richmond next week. Knocked away by Byrne, straight to English, who can't get clear. Russo for Hawthorn can. 22 kicks for Peter Russo, and I reckon the total would be similar for Rod Austin. In the back pocket. 23 possessions for Rod Austin. That's English, not able to get the ball out of the pack. He scooped out the Byrne of Hawthorn, a lightning hand pass to Loveridge. Thought about one. Now it comes out towards